Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Coda here, and today I'm doing a basically introduction video on why I'm starting my channel, what my channel is going to be about, what we do around here, who I am, as well as after this first part, which is just the introduction period, which I don't know, I'll have maybe a time mark in it or something to let you all know when the actual story starts. The story y'all are going to be hearing today is how basically I got myself into a lot of these situations and on how I almost ruined my life at a young age, and how I'm still currently living through my young adult life and am still making mistakes. Be forewarned, you saw the beginning. I do not condone any type of substance abuse or anything. This is for educational purposes. I, however, do smoke weed. If you do hear me taking rips or something, or I'm talking about it, I live in a legal state. I am of age, and I have the medicinal license to be smoking. And I just had to get that out there before the video starts. Welcome, everybody. My name is Coda. This is my channel. And walk through me on this crazy journey of my young life, and you get to hear some crazy stories. And I hope you enjoy the story that's coming up here in a second about the time that I almost died at 16 in a car accident from getting way too high and driving. Y'all, I really hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll see you here at the end of the video where the class soda I was using will be there as well. Y'all have yourselves a good day and enjoy the video. All right, boys. Boys and girls, my bad. Now that my J is now sparked and we are smoking, I think the first story that I'm going to kind of explain to you is how I've gotten myself into certain situations. Basically how a lot of my crazy stories and stuff kind of came apart. So I grew up in a very, I wouldn't say poor. Well, I grew up poor for a little while, but I wouldn't say poor. I grew up a little poor when I was younger. And I'd say by the time I hit about 13, 14, I started, my family started making money, moved us out of the hood. But by then I was already into some crazy shit, drinking. By the time I was 16, I almost died in a car accident from being dumb and drinking and driving. That's right then and there. Boys, girls, anybody watching this video, drinking and driving is definitely not something that's okay whatsoever. You should definitely try to avoid that. It's illegal. It costs a shit ton of money. I got very lucky, however, with mine. In my case, I guess this will be the story that we go on to. So in my case, I was, 16 at the time. I just got my license. It was around October, so we were going on a fall break in high school. And leading up to that, the fall break, I think it's like, a week off, a couple days off, whatever. I was getting very, antsy. We started doing stuff in high school for, our, spirit week or something. And I was like, bet. So to start off the week, almost got suspended from school. Probably expelled. But I didn't, luckily. But the reason I almost got suspended was because up to this weekend where I ended up wrecking my car and getting into a lot of legal trouble, we decided, let's fucking send this whole crazy week of just on a crazy bender. In high school, right? This is what we're thinking of high school. Dumb as fuck. Don't ever do this. Do good in school. Try to do something with your life. Don't be like me. But, so as we're doing this, I worked at Wendy's at the time. It's right down the road from my high school. And I worked the closing shift, so I was there until probably about midnight. And I'd go there after school, go to work pretty much. So from anywhere from 4 to midnight most of the time was what I'd work. So I have one of my buddies that I worked with. We'll just call her Kat. Kat was one of my old friends. She was a lot older than me. She was 22. She was already out of high school, but I met her through my work, and she was chill. We hung out all the time. We were just friends mutually. That's it. And so I hit her up because she wasn't at work, and I was like, hey, can you come? I got cash. Can you pick up a bunch of bottles for me? Because we were trying to get fucked up. So I probably spent $250 in just bottles. So she pulls up. We're already closed, so she's coming through the drive-thru. And she's like, we're not closed, but our dining room's closed. I don't know. It's weird. We closed dining room, and then a couple hours later, we closed the drive-thru. That's kind of for the people that have to go home before midnight. So they leave at 10 or something. So we're doing this, right? And she pulls up, and I meet her out the window, and we're, like, passing these bottles, like, bottles on bottles through the fucking drive-through window at Wendy's where I worked. Mind you, my manager's pretty much, he's chill as fuck. Coolest manager ever. Luckily, it was him that night. He's watching me do this as I'm shoving in my book bag. And this is where the bender begins. So I put the backpack back into the break room in my locker. I hide it away. And he walks back there, and he's like, so you gonna pour up for everybody, or what's up? And I was like, what? And at first I was like, nah, this man can't be serious right now. Man's on a whole nother, like, different planet. And he was like, of course I'm being serious. He's like, what, you think you're just gonna buy all that and not share with everybody? So I ended up pouring up probably between all the people that were working that wanted to drink and shit, which a lot of them were my buddies. So yeah, most of them did. We probably went through an entire bottle. So I'm sorry if you got Wendy's and a Tennessee Wendy's on sometime around October of 2016. Because if you came to ours, oh man, shit was fucked up. So that was the start of this bender, right? Getting fucked up at work. So I show up to school the next day and I tell everybody about it, you know? That's the bragging days. You're like, look at me. I did this last night. I got the whole Wendy's fucked up. And everybody's like, oh my God. Blah, blah, blah. Nah, shit. So me and my buddies playing, fuck it, take a break for the day. Because I was hungover as a bitch. I don't know why I get hungover off sweet alcohol. We were drinking like whipped cream flavored vodka. So the next day, we're all like, fuck it, let's bring full water bottles. Like, I'm talking big ass water bottles to class filled with this shit. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Mind you, we're driving to school. And I slammed this entire bottle by like third period. That's not shit. It's still like, I want to say like 10 a.m., 9:30 in the morning. And I've already slammed my entire water bottle while taking shots because my mom called me while I went to the bathroom. She was like, she said something that threw me off. Like, I really started tripping because I was like, fuck, I think she knows. Because I was stealing shit. And I was like, ooh. And, you know, I was like, okay. So I chugged it because I was like, I need to wash this bottle now. And, you know, you ain't washing the smell out. We washed it forever. Whatever, you know. So we're doing that. And it's just some crazy shit all the time, constantly at my school. And fuck it. I slam it. I go to my chemistry class and I lay on the desk. Literally lay on the desk and I throw up all over this desk. All fucking over this desk. And I'm all like, oh no. Like, I made a mistake here. And I get sent to the nurse and I'm like, oh shit. Like, I gotta go home, but I'm reeking. Like, you could tell I was fucked up. I go up into my nurse's office and I'm all like, she's like, oh, I heard you threw up, blah, blah, blah. Like, you want me to call your dad to come pick you up? You can go home, go see the doctor. I'm like, nah, I just ate something bad. I feel better now. And she somehow let me get away with it. That's what my high school was like. So I go back to class and like my teacher's staring at me. All my buddies, the whole class is staring at me. The janitor cleaning it up is like scowling at me, just like, oh yeah, motherfucker. Like, thank you for this. And you can smell the alcohol. So you know I'm fucked up. Nothing happens. Like, I'm sitting there tripping all day. Like, all my buddies are like, bro, when are they going to call you to the office? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, I guess they aren't. So that's like the third day into, like, this is the Friday before our fall break starts. So we're hyped. I'm faded. I was tripping, but we made it out of school. I was like, fuck yeah, boys, we made it. So from there, I start saying, fuck it. Now we're going to do this. And we're finally off. Go to the skate park, get some food. I start sobering up, start skateboarding. We start drinking again. And mind you, we're drinking and driving this whole time. Like, stupid. So fucking dumb. Never do this. It'll ruin your life. Luckily, I didn't. But here we are driving around, blah, blah, blah. We make it till Sunday. We're on like the 4th, 5th day of fucking fall break. This is where the real story kicks in. Well, I decided that I was going to try something new. I had some weed, some liquor, but my buddy told me about these Dramamine pills that you get over the counter. Like, you buy them at Walmart. It's some crazy shit. I'm not going to explain everything you got to do, but you buy them at Walmart, and basically, you can trip off these things if you take enough, but it's bad. Like, you can literally die. We didn't even look up the side effects. That's how fucking stupid we were. You could literally die from fucking doing what we were doing, like, right then and there. Like, it was basically like, hey, like, you know, when you get high, yeah, you still, like, off pills and shit. If you take any pills or, like, do any of that, you risk dying, like, ODing. But this was like, no, you don't start tripping unless you're ODing. So, like, you push yourself to basically where, like, your lips are turning purple and, like, your heart's stopping type shit. It's crazy, dude. So we decided to do this, and I get fucked up. And I start freaking out because I have a curfew. And at this point, I'm starting to reach the peak of my trip. I'm thinking my fucking debit card is my cell phone. I'm trying to turn the flashlight on, like trying to find my keys, my fucking keys. I'm grabbing weeds and shit, like hyper realistic tripping. Like shit just looks so real and like high. It's like basically seeing how you are. You can't tell you're fucked up at the time. And like I finally find it and I take off, and my friends let me take off. And I don't know, pretty sure they were in the car with me. This is where the shit gets blurry. I can't talk too much about it because I literally like blacked out. I wake up. I don't even know how long. I guess in reality it was only like 13 minutes. To me it felt like it was like hours on hours. I finally come to and I'm like flipped over in my car and I'm like, oh. So I climb out and I don't know why they didn't check, but I guess a witness said a bunch of people jumped out the car and took off running. And I was like, damn. So I got left in my car by my homies because the car wrecked. And I don't even know if I was driving, like I said. But this is why I'm telling you, though, everybody, like, do not drink and drive. Shit is so fucking dumb. It'll ruin your life if you get caught. Like, they found Robitussin bottles, fucking some type of pill. And then, like, luckily there was only, like, one pill. And I think I had a prescription for it, so I was okay. But, like, they knew I was faded out of my mind because I was talking all sorts of gibberish, dude. I was talking to people that weren't there. And fucking, dude, it was the craziest shit of my life. It's so vivid, but, like, the car wreck, man, I don't remember. I literally almost died. That was probably, like, really when all this started. Like, when I really made my life spiral out of control, because from that day, I low-key got, like, this crazy, like, I wouldn't say drug addiction, but I got so into, like, yeah, let's fucking, like, I just wanted to get fucked up all the time. One thing I can say, I've never fucked with heroin. I've never fucked with meth. I've never been, like, on some crazy shit. I've only fucked with party-type drugs, like Xanax, lean, smoked weed. I still currently smoke. I live in a legal state, so I am of age to be smoking. I have a medicinal card. We are okay on that one. But I no longer do any of that other stuff because it low-key ruined my fucking life. Like, I'm still trying to recover from it to this day. It's just wild, for real. It is one of the most wildest fucking things I guess I could ever really say. But it was a blast. Honestly, I've learned a lot from my mistakes, and I needed to, and I'm glad I did, and I've changed as a person. But now you guys, welcome to my channel. You all get the inside scoop of Coda's life.